Welcome back, friends. My name is Eric. This is Mellowseven Gaming, and we're playing Football Manager 2019 with Kaiserslautern, die Reuten Teufel, and things are going kind of blah, but there might be an uptick in that. There might be an uptick. We will have to see. You can see we've had some injuries. Luckily, we're playing Duisburg today, and they have also had some injuries. Some pretty bad ones, actually. I mean, pulled knee ligaments, gashed lower leg, broken ankle. It's going a little bit worse for them. Board still is happy with us. We've dropped to 80, from 81 to 80. You can see we're still kind of sitting in one place. We're still in third. We're a little bit lucky there because, as you can see, since our draw against Eintracht Braunschweig, we had a draw against Freiburg. El Haj Kohli, 2 goals. Unfortunately, they also had 2 goals, and that was kind of the extent of that. Holstein Kiel, 1-1 draw. El Haj Kohli, 1 goal, 7th minute, and then we hung on. They stuck one in there at the 58th minute. Heidenheim, things turning around maybe, who knows? 3-2, exciting game. Aotearoa got a goal. Will wonders never cease? His first goal of the season for us. Maybe he's beginning to feel it a little bit, followed by a second quick goal by Nils Peterson, who hadn't done anything in a while, since before the winter break. And then we kind of sat on it for a little while. We came out second half. They picked one up. We managed to pull back away, and then they snuck one in there at the end. Notice Julius Beata getting a little bit of revenge there at the end. Still not enough to win, but wanted to remind us that who we lost. And then we had a 1-1 draw. Nils Peterson actually getting a second goal. Towards the end, we got one. I thought, yes, great, let's hold on. They instantly scored. And that was kind of it. And you can see this is the tail of the match right there. They're pretty poor. I mean, he got a 7-0, and that was with a goal. So, and then we changed formations. Actually, there's a lot of changes in there as I struggled to find something that would work, and I just couldn't. I don't know that this one's going to work either, but at least we had one good game with it, and you can see we got a good goal out of Aldi and 2 out of 1 Aotearoa. So 2 players that we spent some money on that we really thought were going to be good, that really hadn't done much for us lately, did pretty well. Unfortunately, you can also see that Aldi got injured here, and he's out for 4 weeks. 2 to 4 weeks, something like that. Anyway, he's out. So got a goal and then instantly got injured. But Aotearoa got 2 goals. So much, much better. The whole team played pretty well. Poussin's first touch is pretty poor. He's rolled a couple out. We've got away with some of them we haven't. But all in all, he still played better than Mueller. And so we'll just kind of have to see how that goes. Tactics-wise, you're going to love this. We've gone a little bit asymmetrical. I'm calling this one right turn Clyde, for those of you who've seen Any Which Way But Loose. It's more of a left turn, to be fair. But I don't believe that was the quote for the movie. So we've gone right turn Clyde. With Aotearoa out here, we were going to run Adley in here, which was great because he got a goal there. It worked really well. But like I say, he is injured. So he's out for a while. Samiak Thaler, also injured for a while yet. We actually played with wingers for one match, and it would have been nice to have him, but he was out. So we actually played Nils Peterson out here on the left, which is where he got one of his goals. Because he actually can play that. And Ramazan was also injured. He is just about back. He'll be back tomorrow. In the meantime, we signed Gabriel Isaac to another contract because he was out of contract, but he was still with the team. And defensively, he's still good. 13, 15, 13. Good positioning, makes good decisions. He's determined. Got a little bit of acceleration so he can get back if he screws up. And yeah, that's it. Decent jumping reach. So we brought him back up. He was on Kaiserslautern too, just hanging out, collecting, oddly enough, 7,000 euros a week out of contract. I'm not quite sure who made that decision or how that works. We've actually signed him to 6,500 euros per week. So he's taken a little bit of a hit, but he has a contract. So we've brought him back up for now. We actually had to put Bueller on the bench for a couple matches. Speaking of which, squad-wise, we can see that Poussin has played a 7.05 on average over 8 appearances, as opposed to Mueller's 6.84 over 11 appearances. So we'll take it. I mean, that's a decent improvement. Otherwise, Juan's on his last yellow, of course. How long is Adley out for? 8 days to 3 weeks now. So hopefully we begin training next week, and then we'll get him back in sooner rather than later. Otherwise, I think, yeah, still unhappy with that. 697. We're going to put him in for Brennett. We're going to keep playing Wooters because I don't really have anybody else to put over there that's been played well. I would like to rotate a little bit more. I would love to get Andreas Becker some more time. He's continuing to, in theory, doesn't show the arrows here, but in theory, he's continuing to improve. He does have really good crossing, and his marking's okay, and he's very fast. Do we give him a game? I just don't like starting both youngsters. That's the problem. And we kind of need this one. Let's make a pact that we are going to get him in as a sub on this match and get him some play time. That's what we're going to do. However, he will not start. We still have Scandari in because we've needed him. We've had a fair number of injuries. Ogden was injured. He's just finally back. We'll see how that goes. Ritz is in. He's been consistently average. Tribal's been consistently slightly not quite as good average. So Ritz is in for the moment. Don't pay attention to these. He hasn't played with us. This is on the youth team. Schmidt's played consistently pretty poor as well. So yeah, there's a lot of very blah in here, and much of that blah carries over onto the other team. Or onto the top team. Dessinger, they say, is doing great. I'm not sure I see it. I would rather be playing Adley, but it is what it is. What else was I going to talk about? In the last 30 matches, I've tried a lot. We're kind of all over the place. Some of these were tried in the middle. This one got us a 4, but clearly I wasn't happy with it. We played this one for 5 minutes. 4, 2, 3. Well, that's not very accurate, is it? It's probably 4, 2, 3, 1. Would be my guess. And none of them have been horrible. They just haven't been good. This was what we did this last time. Our 4-2-4 asymmetric right. 2-4, one against, both against a lower rated team. So who knows? 4-2-2-2 narrow. 4-2-2-2. I thought I've played that more than that. Did I not? Well, it was average. 2-4, 2 against. 4-3-1-2. 3-4, 3 against. 1 against. Obviously bad. Although we did actually do better against higher rated teams than similar rated teams with that one. That's interesting. 4-4-2 diamond narrow. Is, I guess, our best, but you can see it doesn't work well against similar rated teams. We've done okay. We've done well against bad teams. This is probably one match, or maybe 2, but nothing spectacular there. We're just not getting much out of any of this. They're all pretty average as far as chances given and chances created and chances given up. So chances for again. So 1 chance every 127 minutes. How about our new asymmetric? Every 47 minutes. 61, 77, 47, 49, 127. Yeah, I mean, we've played this a lot of minutes, and we create a chance every 127 minutes. That's pretty boring. So we have a number of these that were kind of in the 40s. Okay, so we have 3 of them that were in the 40s. This 4-3-1-2 narrow, 4-2-2 narrow, and this. But again, we're giving up as many chances as we're creating. So we're going to go with it one more time. We're going to go ahead and go to match preview, and we're going to play a match. That is the plan. We are at Fritz Walter Stadion. They are, where is Duisburg? Down here in 14th place, so we should be winning that. If we do, Bochum lost. Dusseldorf won kind of big, but even if we can win this, we will leapfrog Bochum into second place. with 50 points. So we'll be one game behind Dusseldorf. And in theory, if we win this, our goal differential should be at least within one and potentially even higher them. So we'll be pretty close as far as them. We'll be legitimately competing for the top end. We probably need that. I don't think we're good enough right now to win any sort of playoff if we want to get back into up into Bundesliga. I just don't feel like we've played spectacular. So that's the lineup. That's our crazy right turn Clyde formation. We will focus play down the right clearly where Otero is. We're going to counter press. Out of possession, we're going to press a little more urgently. We're going to get stuck in and we're going to use tighter marking. So a little bit more aggressive defensively, and then hopefully we just kind of swing this sucker back up and off we go. And that is going to be that, I hope. And I just panicked. Am I recording? Yes, I'm recording. Isaac's going to need a number. We're going to give him 25. And of course, because I flipped over to the other, it took away my, gave me the start bar, so I couldn't see any of this. So submit numbers, there we go. With my invisible glass. Okay. See what the tunnel interview. Well, it's not a change. It was what we played last time. Yeah, we'll deal with things as best we can. That probably hurts the morale of whoever is starting in his place, but there we go. 1 point's all we need to leapfrog them because of goal differentials, but I would really like to win. I say we haven't played great, so Colley gets it, rolls it out to Ritz. Ritzy's got men on the right. He finds him, Otero. Otero feeds it across. Agden, goal! Agden, first goal of the season with the assist by Juan Otero. Agden, we haven't got much out of this season either. I would really like him to play well because he could be our leader of the future. He's got good leadership and teamwork. He doesn't have great ability. I mean, he's kind of what he is. He's not going to get any better, realistically. So maybe he's going to be a better vice captain who will sit on the bench and come in when we need somebody. I don't know. But I really had hoped for a little bit more. We did have our youth intake, by the way. There's 3 players that are reasonable. Probably not quite good enough to be Bundesliga starters, but definitely good enough to be Bundesliga backups. They're 14 years old, so we're not going to be able to see them for a minimum of 3.5 seasons. Because they have to be 17 by a certain date, and that might even be different in Bundesliga. Otero, free kick in. Bialik put a head over the top. We are the kings of the crossbar. We've been putting 2 off the woodwork every match, it seems like. Peterson unable to get to that one. Ritz, though, is going to control it. Probably put it back towards the center, I guess. Yeah, into Agden. Agden is going to go continue it out. No, he went all the way back to Bialik, which is interesting. I would have thought he would have gone out to Wooters, but didn't happen. Wooters will probably get to it this time if he decides to touch it. There we go. Bialik, Ritz, up to Agden. At least we're getting highlights for us. See, we haven't even getting highlights for us. Wooters, across to Otero. Unable to get the header on. Zimmer, though, feeds it all the way across to Colley, who puts one off the crossbar. Told ya. We had one match where, like, past the first half, like into the second half, every single shot was either on target or off the woodwork. And we only had 1 goal. And they said the goalkeeper was only playing like a 6.8 or something like that. But he faced a lot of shots on target that time, and then the rest were just off the woodwork. I mean, we haven't been very accurate here. 9 shots, 3 on target, 1 on the woodwork, so 4 in the area. But at least the highlights have been for us so far. They've got 3 shots, 1 of them from long range. All of ours have been pretty close. We've only had 1 long shot out all that, which I like. Dressing room, encourage. Okay, fine. At minute 60, we are definitely bringing in our young right back, Andreas Becker. And not much going on. We have lead possession. Becker in there. Actually, what I'm going to do, I'm going to put him in for Wooters and then we'll swap. Because Wooters has played pretty poor, 6.4 today. Has anybody else been bad? Dessinger hasn't been great. Let's go ahead and put Schmidt in. Because Schmidt has ability. He's got a good long shot. If nothing else, he helps us on set pieces. Again, we haven't been exciting. I wish you could have seen the last match. At least we did a little something there. I'm going, you know, why is Zimmer nervous? Do I use my last sub on Zimmer? I think we do. It's a little bit early. I understand that, but we'll just put Brennan in. Neither of them likes to play on that side, but I'd like to get rid of the nervous. We've got good motivation on the back. Goalkeeper and our two centers and defensive mid. I don't know why people are nervous. Will it encourage work? No, encourage won't. Hey, we're nervous. Oh, you're doing good. What? How'd that backfire on us? But they're not playing great either. Well, I mean, we're playing okay, but there's a lot of 6-3s, 6-4s. They're not playing badly. Lot of injury time here. There's 2 minutes left. This could be a goal for them easily. Or it could be a goal for us. Or it could be some weird highlight that doesn't do anything. Elias Huth, that one's ours. And wow. Clearly he wasn't offsides, but he got a pretty good jump because he was well past the line by the time the camera caught up to him. He could still get a goal here. They managed to control it. Fash tries to feed it in. Brené just clears that one out. They get it back in. Brené's there again. Heads it back to Poussin, who does manage to hold on to it, which is good because he had pressure in his face. Just boot it long. There we go. We got another 30 seconds to hold off on this thing. Free kick, that's fine. Take a little bit of time. It's for us. You can blow the whistle, ref, whenever you like. We don't need it. There we go. And we'll take the win. A not terribly exciting 1-0 match over close to bottom of the table Duisburg. We are not grabbing this opportunity with both hands, but we did get the win, so I will not complain too much. Disappointing? It was. I mean, it was a win, but I really had hoped for more. So that should put us in second place with 1 goal back. Yep. So we're doing okay. All things considered, my gloom and doom aside, we still find ourselves in second place. We have a fairly easy stretch, final stretch of the season left. We've got a good goal differential. I mean, really the only other team with a goal differential similar to ours is Dusseldorf. Everybody else is way off, half or worse. So that's not bad. Acton gets a pay increase. We move in there. Holstein Kiel gets a little bit of money because Becker played for 10 games? Okay. We maintain our unbeaten. I complain because we haven't been exciting, but we've only lost 1 game since coming out of the January break. That first one against Darmstadt. Everything else has been a win or a draw. There's just been as many draws as there are wins in that chunk, which is a little bit disappointing. So we got Jan Regensburg next. They're 10th. And then we've got a big match against Bochum. They're in 3rd place, obviously, right behind us. If we win that, I think we're kind of in. Erzgebirge, 13th. Sandhusen, 16th. Gruther Fürth is 17th. Then we've got Fortuna Dusseldorf in 1st place and Arminia Bielefeld in 18th. So other than the 2 teams we're fighting with in the top 3, everybody else is bottom of the table. So I don't know what their schedule looks like, but clearly we hold our fate in our hands. We're in 2nd right now, especially if we beat Bochum, we're okay. Kind of irrespective of what happens to Dusseldorf. If we can win that one, even if we lose this, we should still be able to finish comfortably in 2nd place. The only question is, do we cave under the pressure? Like I say, we haven't shown that we're really up for the fight at the moment. So I don't know. Fingers crossed. Thumbs up, thumbs down. Don't forget to subscribe. We'll see you guys next time. Cheers.